जय जय राम राम राम, 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 जय जय राम राम राम।
जय श्री माता जी। Warm welcome to all the participants in today's meditation program. To begin with, let us request permission from Sri Mata ji. Sri Mata ji, please kindly grant us permission to conduct this meditation on Sri Rama. Let us humbly bow down with deep respect. Do a namaskar and tie pakundalinis and do the bandhan. Jai Shri Mata ji. Let us begin our meditation by reciting the three great Mahamantras, all of us together. Let us recite the three Mahamantras with full devotion.
श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः।
Let us now align ourselves by putting both our hands to Mother Earth and request Mother Earth to please absorb all our problems as she's sustaining us every day. Shree Adi Bhumi Devi Mata Sakshat. One time. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shree Adi Bhumi Devi Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Shri Ganesh mantra 4 times from the heart. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namaha. Om Tameva Saksha Shri Ganesha Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mata Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. The meaning is, O Lord Ganesha, you who are mighty and shine with the light of a million suns, please remove all obstacles from our endeavors. We will now align ourselves by balancing. Left hand to Shri Mataji's photograph, right hand to Mother Earth. Shri Mataji, we request you to kindly remove all our impure desires, all the imbalances of the left side to the Mother Earth, all the problems of our past. Please remove to the Mother Earth. Just put attention to our left palm and feel the energy flow down from our right hand to Mother Earth. Mantra Shri Mahakali Bhairavanath Sakshat with full devotion. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairavanath Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. As we gradually feel thoughtless and feel the left side clearing, let us align our right channel, putting the right hand in front of the photograph and left hand to the either, the left hand raised above shoulder level. Shri Mataji, please remove all our thoughts of the future, all the right-sided imbalances. Please remove to the ether element. Shri Mataji, please cleanse our right channel completely. Just take the mantra of Sri Mahasaraswati Hanumana Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shree Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Let's put our attention on our right palm. Feel the energy go out through the left palm to the ether element. As we gradually feel thoughtless, you can put both hands on our lap, palms facing upward. Krishnamataji, please balance us completely. Srimati.
And how they activate. Then you talk of the third energy, which is the one which has evolved us. That's how we are here. And you talk about yourself, the controlling part, which is controlling you, the spirit. So if you go on an abstract line, it would be very appealing, which is all created. He talks of there's no religion as such. So today especially, I'm talking about Vedas and this Havanas we do. When we do the Havan, it is a yajna. Yajna means by which you know. Yajna means to know. Yajna. And this is done where you use swaha as the word. That means you use the principle of fire to burn off all that is wrong in you. Swaha. And you awaken it by taking the different names of the God. And it started at the time of Rama. Today is Rama. I should say it was not started, we should say, but it was very much in vogue when Rama lived, and they used to do yajnas at that time. The reason was the people had just started realizing that there is something higher and you have to worship that higher self, the seer said. And they thought that best thing is to do yajnas. The same thing. On the left side, of course, people started the worshipping of God and dedication to God and all those things. That is bhakti. But mainly what they did before Rama was the yajnas, the Vedas, with which they prayed to different elements. Elements have made our chakras and tried to evoke the deities of the elements. But actually it amounts to the same. So as a child, Rama was studying with a very great saint. And when he was studying with him, Vasishtha was the name of the great saint. And Vasishtha had an ashram where Rama and his brothers studied. Come now. Come in. Come forward. Give her a chair to sit down. Can you? Is there a seat there? I think, Gail, you can go. Lots of seats are there. Rama was studying with this Vasishtha, and they used to come for holidays to father's place. Then he had the capacity to kill a demon with only one arrow. It's called an ekabani. One arrow was sufficient of Sri Rama. And he was a small little child, say about 7-8 years of age. And people were surprised how he could do it. So whenever they had a yajna, now these yajnas were created to awaken, to evoke the deities inside the spinal cord, actually. And for these yajnas, they used to sit down and do all these havanas the way we do it. But at that time, the Rakshasas would come and try to spoil the yajna. Because yajnas are to be done with pure heart and with cleanliness and with purity. It should not be insulted. There is a protocol about it. While they thought that if we insult the deities there, then the deities will disappear and their yajnas will be spoiled. Now these yajnas were done in the olden times, even when Rama was not here. But at the time of Rama also, there were some Rakshasas who took a special pleasure in spoiling these yajnas. And Rama as a child would go and protect them from the demons. And the demons would take some sort of a funny form and come like invisible creatures and put some bones of animals and things like that in the yajna. And that would spoil the effects of the yajna. And Rama would protect that as a child. Imagine, as a child he used to do that. They would be doing the yajna and he would be sitting outside with all his small brothers around him, and they would kill the demons who would try to destroy the yajna. This is the early life of Rama, in which you see how, as a child also, he showed his amount of expertise, you can say, in arrow and bow. So anytime you see a statue, how to make out a Sri Rama statue is to see if there's an arrow and a bow, then it's a Rama statue. Now he is coming on this earth, gave us the development of the right side. And so the yajnas were also on the right side. Because, first of all, when human beings came on this earth, they were frightened of all the animals who would invade them and all kinds of horrible rakshasas and all those people and negative forces they would trouble them. So in that state, they needed to create a king, a ruler, who was an ideal king and he would rule according to the laws of Dharma. So he was the one in charge of that era, what we call as Satya Yuga, you can say. But actually, he was here in Treta Yuga. That's the time when he was here, was Treta Yuga. And Krishna came at the time of Dwapar Yuga. And today is the time when I came, it was Kali Yuga. But now today, the time is of Kruta Yuga. The Yuga where work will be done. Kruta means work will be done. This is the time where work will be done. So how things have moved from one to another. Now in the Dwapar Yuga, when Sri Rama came, the idea of kingship and rulership start. So the greatest emphasis was on the goodwill of the people. The people had to have goodwill for the people and for the king and for the betterment of humanity. The will, that is the right side. So how to create the goodwill in people? First, the leader has to sacrifice and show how far he can go in sacrificing to keep the morale and the goodwill of the people. So the right side was created by the advent of Sri Rama because he showed a path of creating among people the awareness that they should be ruled, that they should not be anarchist. There should be one head who should be able to organize, coordinate and work out a collective thing. You see, when we think of a king, we want to oust him because we don't like the idea of being ruled by him. Because he's not a good king, perhaps, or he doesn't represent that will of the people, which is a common will, which creates this king who rules for the maintenance of that goodwill. See, it is a symbolic expression of your goodwill. So when you create a law, it is also the expression, common expression of all the common people, of the common feeling that they should abide with law. It doesn't come to you that uh, you are a slave, or you have to be dominated, or you have to be put down. But it is only your common will which is good. The desire of all the people, which is the good, righteousness, incarnates as Shree. And he looks after that will, because supposing an individual may start saying that this is not good, this is not good. An individual might take a different attitude about things. But you must have some symbol of that goodness placed onto someone. And those symbols were created to symbolize your righteousness, your sense of good, so that you can be saved yourself. Supposing today somebody comes and hits you, alright? Now you can feel how bad it is to be hit by someone or murdered by someone or this. So you decide there should be a law protecting you. But tomorrow you may do the same thing. What you do is to take out your goodwill, represent it as the kingdom or a king or a governing body. So the government as it is represents, should represent also, both ways. It's not that it always represents, it may not at all represent, may not, possibly. But that the government itself should represent the good in you, the purity in you, the pure will to be good, to be protected. And that you should also abide by. It's a very mutual thing. But what happens that once you start electing someone like that, or making someone like that, or appointing someone like that, as usual, he goes into a ego trip. Simple thing like that. It's absolutely a simple ego trip. The government gets into an ego trip. People get, you see, amazed how people behave. They'll elect, supposing, a prime minister, and suddenly you find the prime minister behaves like a brute. You can't understand. We have elected somebody like a prime minister thinking that he will do good to us. You see, it's possible. And then the revolutions take place while people revolt, fight it out. Again, the will of the people fights it and makes it all.
साक्षात श्री आदि शक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. We will now do some affirmations of the heart chakra. Right hand to the left heart. With full devotion, we say the mantra of Sri Shiva Parvati. Sri Shiva and Parvati are situated within us in the left heart. They are our parents. Sri Shiva Parvati Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shiva Parvati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Continue to please just continue to place the hand on the left heart. Let us now place our left hand on the right heart. Shri Mataji, you are Sakshat Shri Sita Rama within us. Shri Sita Rama embodies the father principle. As the protector, Sri Rama with his bow and arrow protects us. He is the father principle within us. The responsibility within us is Sri Rama. Let us say once the mantra of Sri Sita Rama Sakshat with full devotion. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sita Rama Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Shri Nirmala Devi Namo. Let us now listen to the 16 names of Sri Rama.
श्री राम के 16 नाम. ओम दाशरथये नमो नमः। ॐ श्री शूराय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री लक्ष्मणानुचराय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री बलाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री काकुत्स्थाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री पुरुषाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री पूर्णाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री कौसल्येयाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री रघुत्तमाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री वेदान्तवेद्याय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री यज्ञेशाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री पुराणपुरुषोत्तमाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री जानकीवल्लभाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री श्रीमते नमो नमः। ॐ श्री अप्रमेयपराक्रमाय नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Let us also remember the greatest devotee of Sri Ram was Sri Hanuman, and pray to Sri Rama that we imbibe the qualities of this great devotee, Sri Hanuman, are within us. And we have the kind of faith to Sri Mataji as Sri Hanumana had for Sri Rama. Now let us take the right hand, put our central heart. Sri Mataji, you are Sakshat Sri Durga Mata Jagadamba. Please establish yourself in our central heart. Mantra Sri Durga Mata Jagadamba once. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Durga Mata Jagadamba Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. As Chaitra Navaratri is going on, today is Ashtami, the 8th day. Let us also call upon Sri Kalaratri, as she is one of the 9 forms of Sri Durga Mata Jagadamba. So let us say Sri Kalaratri Sakshat, as today is the day of Kalaratri. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaratri Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. To slowly take our attention to the Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, Ya Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swami. Please come to our brain Please establish yourself in our brain. Please protect and nurture us, Shri Mataji. Shri Sahasrara Swamini Sakshat once. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Just continue to keep attention to the Sahasrara. Let us enjoy the thoughtlessness and the divine vibrations. Sri Rama is Allah, and He is the one who leads us to Akbar, which is the Virata. Shri Mataji, you are the power of the Virata, you are the Viratangana, the power of the Shakti of the Virata. Please come to our brain and establish thoughtlessness within us. Shri Viratanganaya Virataya mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Viratanganaya Virataya Namo Namaha. Just continue to keep attention beyond the Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, please make us feel part and parcel of the Virata. Just keep attention on the Sahasrara. Please keep attention focused about the Sahasrara. Just continue to put our attention beyond the Saraswati. Srimataji. Please, because we are part and parcel of the Virat. Tension high above the Sahasrara. In this stage, just thank our Divine Mother. Thank you, Srimataji, for this meditation on Sri Rama. Thank you for being with us, blessing us with beautiful vibrations and thoughtlessness. Thank you again and again, Srimataji. Koti Koti Pranam, Koti Koti Namaskar. Deep respect, we bow down to Shri Mataji. Offer our pranams. And do a collective bandhan. Namaskar. Kundalini.
The next piece is a bhajan. It's about Lord Rama. The opening words are Tumuk Chalat Ramachandra Bajat Payajani.
get a household as husband, wife. Now this is Sahana is actually in a balanced state. It has a
सेतु